Available for the Manchester derby. I'm here to give you an update on that. But also, Andre Onana and his drama. Guy has always been full of drama. Can you believe it? Andre Onana returned to Carrington asking for a new contract. After having such a stinker of a season, you return asking for a new contract. And do you know what caused that? Our failure to qualify for the Champions League. To Onana, it wasn't that serious. Can you imagine? Lammens is the guy now who Manchester United fans should be hoping will be keeping the ship firm at the back in between the sticks. But how ready is this boy for this big, huge challenge? Because standing in between the goalposts of the biggest football club in the world is a whole different pressure. This is not Royal Antwerp. This is the United of Sport. My name is Webb. We are powered by DSTV. The Kawiki package is there for you to enjoy football, including all these internationals. Anything football that matters is always on DSTV for 39k. You get to enjoy all football in the best possible quality. A football match can and should be watched. Stop piracy, guys. You're risking your gadgets. Meanwhile, artificial intelligence, guys, is where we're at now. Our class, 150k, it's for 1 week. You learn everything, including AI, and how to earn online. That's the full package, trimmed to 1 week. Come and enjoy it, guys, because every day the internet gets better, things get better. And we are still going on with our 52k class due to public demand. It's going on the 1 hour. It's okay. It's still going on. But if you want the whole complete package, including the artificial intelligence, it's of course the 1 week class for 150. Come and learn how to earn online. Let's get it now. So what's happening? First of all, Cunha is not going to be taking any part in the international break with Brazil. They are going to be playing against Chile first, and then later against Bolivia. Both of those games, Cunha won't be taking part because of injury, but he walked off. And he seemed okay as he walked off Old Trafford after United's win over Burnley. So it didn't look so bad, at least. But it is expected that he will be back and available for the game against Manchester City. That's the Manchester derby after the international break. Now, Amorim spoke about him and Mason Mount and how important they are for Man United's look if they are going to be competitive. They are proper competitors, we know that. And I think their contribution, the two of them, by the way, is so huge in terms of making the team look thick and good. And I honestly every day increasingly become confused, just like Amorim, at how to use Mason Mount, because there are a couple of great things he does on the ball that open up the opposition. So quite a smart player, good first touch. So Mount is an important player who is quite unsung. We could see a bit of depth in this squad, but either way, with or without Cunha and Mount, Man United should be able to compete. Push Bruno ahead, have Mbumo, Shesko up top, should be ready to start. Then have Yo Ahmad and Dogu, who was rested, then Kobe and Casemiro in central midfield. They have played before and we liked them. I think it can work. Let's wait and see what will happen. But let's talk about the situation. So it turns out, guys, according to reports that are coming in from Carrington, and I've been talking to people there and to some colleagues there and asking them, guys, is this really true that Andre Onana actually returned to Carrington asking for a new contract? Remember, in his contract, I don't know whether he didn't read the clause or he didn't take it serious. I think there was a clause that all these big earners, the Casemiros, all the players, if United does not qualify for the Champions League, you get a 25% pay cut. Onana perhaps did not think it could happen, did not pay attention to that clause or whatever. So it happens, United in his first season does not qualify to the Champions League, and Andre Onana gets a 25% pay cut and he's not okay with it. So he goes off-season, returns to Carrington, demanding for a new contract. I want to discuss my contract. Now, Amorim arrives to this mess and is thinking, what in the world is going on with this guy? Is he okay? What's wrong with this guy? You have had a stink of a season. The jury is still out there for you. People are still not convinced whether you're the right guy. And you're asking, you have not qualified for the Champions League and you're asking for a new contract. It's about money for you. Are you serious? That's why Amorim, you remember I told you in January, Man United inquired about the possibility of signing Emi Martinez. Amorim wanted to first immediately get rid of Andre Onana, sign Emi Martinez immediately in Jan. That's what he wanted to do. But I think Aston Villa somehow failed them and all, so they didn't. But can you imagine how interesting that was? Now, That's why they have been sidelining him. That's why they pushed to get a goalkeeper even before a midfielder. And I know they know that perhaps Onana could have stayed a bit until next season if they'd be better with the midfielder. But he said, I just want to get rid of this guy. That's why he even told him to his face, a very vetted 2 guys ahead of him have not dropped him. That's communicated. They are frustrating him because they don't think he understands the real situation he's in. So Lammens comes in now, and Andre Onana's future is there. He's there. The new goalkeeper has come in. He doesn't want to go. He's living in his own world. That's why even on the pitch, when you see Onana on the pitch, he's in his own world. He's in his own world. He's not on the pitch. He's living a lie, delusional. He's being delusional. He's acting oblivious to reality. So Lammens arrives, and already Baindil has stepped up, given the opportunity, and has taken it with both hands. So who cares about Onana now? So what next for Andre Onana? You can only guess, but I think your guess is as good as mine. So let's wait and see. So Amorim is not happy with Onana. And you would see, I think from how he was talking about him, at first he was protecting him, but then later it became clear that there is no way this can go. There's nowhere further this can go. So that's the situation with Man United and the transfers. But that said, I've seen all the other clubs and how they have recruited in this summer, and they have been amazing. Liverpool has only missed Mark Guehi in a drastic, hitherto unseen turn of events. The guy has even perhaps even got a house in Merseyside from London, then bid his farewell. His family ready, sent his message as a captain to the fans of Crystal Palace. So it's insane. Crystal Palace is so classless, by the way. That was so classless of them. But he's not leaving. But Liverpool has made proper recruitments besides that one gap, which I think can be biting. It could be the reason they don't win the title. They don't defend the title if they don't. I think there's a loophole in the back line. Maybe in Jan they could step it up. I hope it's not too late then. But then, Arsenal, I think, has had the most depth in terms of signing the real quality players in so many positions. United has signed well, but it's a work in progress. They have signed, but also training quite a number of players who have been there, how to play the way they want to play. But the lack of a midfielder, for me, is going to make it difficult for Man United to compete for the title. So for me, this business has shown me that United is not going to compete for the title. Top 4 maybe, top 6 Europe, yes, but without a proper strong midfield, you cannot compete for the title. That's why Man City is struggling. And you can clearly put it between Arsenal now and Liverpool. Maybe Chelsea. Chelsea's midfield, reservations are about the depth in the middle. That's the only reservation. So for Man United, I think this squad can be good enough for top 4, maybe 4th, 3rd, 5th, 6th, thereabout. But title without that midfield, no. Every other department will be growing. The goalkeeper will get better. I think they have given themselves room to grow, not to be ahead of themselves, to try and be excited and say they're going for it. Try and accept that you're on a journey, go into a process, and let it grow organically, which I think is a good approach, because if they had signed everybody, people will be putting this team under pressure to win titles. Yet there is a whole lot. You see the mess and how it dismantled against Grimsby. So I think I'm okay with the business United has done. Yes, I wanted a midfielder, but I understand that they want to grow. It's a process, but also you bring in a midfielder now with all that clutter. There's Bruno and all. Where is he going to play? Handle your squad maturely. You're in one competition, you can try and manage with what you have. So whatever it is, United for me will be in Europe next season. That's after seeing the summer transfer business. United will be in Europe next season. Could be top 4. Very worst can be the Europa, just because of the midfield. But this team will compete proper for top 4. My name is Webb. We are powered by DSTV. The Kawiki package is for you, just like the AI package of 150K is for you too, as we learn how to earn online. But also, the 52K class is still on, and it's all for you guys. Come and learn.